I love horror. Films, TV shows, books, but if you ask me, nothing quite beats the true terror of a horror video game. And there's been no shortage of greats over the years, from the original Alone in the Dark, Silent Hill, all the way through to games like Amnesia and the Dead Space series. Every Halloween, I dive into Steam and look for a new game to scare me senseless. But this year, I noticed something a little strange. When I went under the horror tag on the store and sorted by user reviews to discover the best of the best, I noticed I didn't recognize the majority of the games. Have we discovered a hidden trove of terrifying tales, or are Steam user reviews just rubbish? I thought I'd go through the supposedly best top 25 horror games, not bundles or DLC, just games, on Steam to ask, are they any good? And more importantly, are they scary? Welcome to the Steam 25 Horror. Sat at the number 6 spot is The Supper, a micro-puzzler in which you point and click your way through small environments as Miss Appleton, searching for ingredients to couple with your special sauce and serve to a collection of bizarre customers. When I say micro, I really mean micro. I might end up looping some of the footage on screen just to avoid spoilers and solutions for the game, as it's only about 20 minutes long. Just a heads up. So, is it any good? Across its very brief runtime, the game does a great job of showcasing some wonderful visuals and audio. Everything feels very intimate. The inside of the inn is warm, and the audio of the crackling chairs and flickering flames immediately gives the place a homely feel, even if it's clear something is very wrong here. It's the music, however, that really takes center stage as you plod around town. It's oddly relaxing, and really adds to the relaxed yet very wrong atmosphere, something we'll talk about later. The visuals are lovely. I mean, often disgusting and strange, but lovely. Little animations that play as you walk around are so full of character. The descending a ladder one is particularly memorable. It's another area in which the game is full of charm. The inn looks lived in. The warm glow is always inviting. The outside world appears much colder, but the slow waves going by and the way that even the dead look comfy gives the outside a very different but equally inviting and friendly style. Swap out the characters and some of the bodies, and no one would ever believe this was a horror game. Important items stand out, and the world is defined. I always knew what I could and couldn't interact with. I'll keep the discussion on the story brief. You play as Miss Appleton, or rather a voice telling her what to do. You have to go around town solving puzzles to collect ingredients to make meals for the 3 pirates who arrive with a mysterious chest. It's small, simple, but effective. From the beginning, it's clear more is going on than we know about, and the game continues to drop little clues as we progress as to the reality of the situation. The ending as well, for such a little game, has a nice twist, and a little punch that did manage to draw a little emotion from this heartless robot. The gameplay is that of a point and click. Character movement is a little more fluid, with Miss Appleton free to follow your mouse wherever you drag it, but that aside, the formula stays the same. Click an item to get it, combine it with another, or use it on something to solve a puzzle. The puzzles themselves manage to walk the line between challenging and easy pretty well, perhaps a little on the easy side, but it means the game gets to keep flowing. With the world being so small as well, it's hard to ever feel helpless and lost. All of this means the game has a great pace. For the 20-30 minutes the game goes, you'll constantly be solving and moving forward. But, is it scary? Like all the games I look at here, I switched all the lights off, plugged in some headphones, and really set the mood to spooky, to give the game the best shot it could at making me shiver. So, is it scary? Meh. If you've ever seen the internet show Salad Fingers, the mood here is like a diet version of that. All the characters are grotesque. The things you do and the way you interact with the world are morbid, yet none of it is treated as such. Everyone acts as if the world is normal, and this is just how it works. The game isn't scary, it's eerie. The atmosphere is brilliant. Every time you think you have the world sorted, someone does something creepy and once again you're thrown. The game is like a little eerie time bomb, slowly ramping up the mystery and weirdness before letting it explode in the quite bleak finale. The biggest downsides are that one of the big end twists is hugely predictable, and with the game being so short, the weirdness and creepiness never have time to build to the point where it could really be something special. The build is quick, and the payoff is good. but you get the feeling a larger version with more customers and locations could have continued to ramp it up much higher and provide a much spookier experience. So it's not really scary so much as eerie and unnerving. So would I recommend it? Yes, 100%. The Supper is free. Even if the game was significantly worse, it would probably still be worth checking out for the visuals alone. But as a free game that provides a tight 20 minutes of story and puzzles, it's well worth the time. As horror, I'd recommend it as well. It's hard to go wrong when it's free. It does have some great atmosphere, and while it might not shake you, you'll get some goosebumps as you work through the game and start to realize what's really going on in this inn. Here's where it falls in the ranking table. Thanks for watching. I know this one was a little shorter, but, well, the game is shorter, so give me a break. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like, a comment, and hey, maybe even subscribe. Hope this has been helpful, and look forward to seeing you next week with the next in the Steam 25 Horror. See you then.